Hello everybody, my name is Falco. Today we're going to be looking at what your Monsters of Etheria main says about you. Now before we start, I just want to clarify that this video is a joke. Please don't roast me, kill me, or anything in the comments. And that's it. Let's just get right into the video. If you use this Etherian, you play the game too much. You're still learning PvP. You mock the game's PvP system, but still play it. You know too much about this game. You're a chill person who hardly ever talks, but is still chill. You hardly ever play, but when you do, the server's collective IQ of 10 makes you leave again. Despite maining this absolute nightmare of an Etherian, you are a cool person who genuinely likes the game. If you're a returning veteran, you miss Stone Arena, otherwise, you're a noob. You think of yourself as an edgy person, but you're actually just depressed. You play this Etherian because you like its design, also slightly above average chance that you're gay. You actually strive to become a better player and care a lot about the game's PvP system. You play PvP games too much. You are the most normal player. The only thing unique about you is how bland you are.
Would anyone care for a Mabiki Tribe RP?
You would use buffs if everyone else didn't always complain when you did. You play Roblox way too much to be considered sane. You are an absolute Giga Chad person, but nobody likes fighting you since you use Rest. You hate private matches because you can't pre-buff there. You see yourself as a main character regardless of your skill. You use buffs and don't give any care as to what people have to say about that. You really hate getting hit in this game. If you main this well before the huge buff, you were a Giga Chad in both playing ability and personality. If you main it now, you just suck at Gurian. You're genuinely good at the game, but hate ghost types so much that you refuse to use anything else until you can win matchups by will alone. You hardly ever play this game, but everyone else who plays sucks so much that you can just win. This is where lucifyces enjoyers go when they can't hit any of their attacks. You can't hit any of your well-timed attacks, so you just attack all the time. You're either an artistic casual player who likes the map and Etherians of this game, or you're an absolute degenerate. You know what? You spun a wheel to determine your main and it happened to be this. I could just not include this Etherian and nobody would know. You like prestiging and fighting, but you wish this Etherian got a decent dash. You are an absolutely toxic PvPer, but at worst, you're monotone when you're angry. You're a nice person. Don't ask me why. You watch anime. You're an introvert, but you secretly want to be an extrovert. You're an introvert, but you don't care about that. You are a wild card. You can be toxic, you can be friendly, you can do whatever you want. Except play at daytime. This is almost like Warzard, except that it's slightly better at PvP, so you're more of a noob if you use it. You spam moves and always use 2 side beams at once, even if nothing about the situation calls for it. You think you're cool for maining this bad of an Etherian, but it's so spammy that I just think you suck. You don't care that you're maining a garbage Etherian, you have a positive mindset. Goals. You're not as cool as Chromite players, but you're alright. Listen, I know y'all are probably expecting me to say something surprising about this Etherian's mains, but these are some of the most toxic and edgy people in Monsters of Etheria. Enjoyers of this are either very straight or very gay. There is no in between. Everyone assumes you're a furry, but you're not. Most mains of this are practicing for some big tournament event held for like 8 people. However, I have also randomly met wholesome Pixby enjoyers, so I don't even know. You listen to action-packed gaming music as you spend 3 minutes razor leafing from a mile away in a private match. You want to be the very best, but can't bring yourself to use anything good. I honestly don't understand Wanderwood players. They all want to be the best Wanderwood user for reasons I cannot comprehend. Kinda cool, but also kinda weird. You're like a significantly more toxic form of a tarantula user. You practice private matching for hours only to die due to your giant hitbox. You are the most hype, most aggressive player alive because you are a giant wasp. When you die because of your low defensive stats, you're always shocked. I don't even know the allure of maining this thing. People who main it are drastically different in terms of personality and playstyle. But they all share one thing: they are strangely good at the game. You're very mid, but also very nice. You are either one of the best players in Monsters of Etheria history, or you're mid and saw Terry using this, so you just start trying it for yourself. You are an anime villain, but you have standards and always treat the opponent with respect. You haven't played enough to know just how annoying this thing is to use. You spam wing attack and get away with it because it's broken. You don't care. You read its description and as a result power it up anytime you see anyone watching you in a private match audience. You like the idea that losing can turn into winning for you. You don't like anything about this Etherian in terms of design. You just like its move pool and high attack. Despite the fact that it's technically an S-tier Etherian, the only people who made it are relatively casual, very friendly. You have a bad internet connection. You think you are the most hype player alive as you fling yourself into walls for the 17th time in a match. You constantly remind people that if Galvant was just a little smaller, it would be a high-tier Etherian. You're cool, maybe a little tiny bit depressed, but that's okay. You've got a gambling addiction. You go into your final form when the time calls for it and proceed to die 27 times in a row. You go into your final form when the time calls for it and proceed to destroy everyone. You woke up one day and told yourself you wanted to main in the most boring, garbage Etherian possible. You're aware this Etherian sucks, but you're semi-decent at punishing people's mistakes when fighting, so you kinda do well. You practice Atlantitan's fighting poses in a mirror. You love this Etherian and don't understand why everyone else hates it. You dislike the remapster, but still kept playing Monsters of Etheria. It honestly depends on where you fight. If you're a torn dimension fighter, you're bad at the game and rely on an S-tier Etherian to kill low-level Etherians. If you're a private matcher, you are a menace to society. You don't even experience joy in fighting. You just like seeing others struggle against you. Wow, I guess a lot of people are going to be angry at me over this video. Gosh, I don't think anyone is going to subscribe to me because I've angered so many people. Hey, if you want to prove me wrong and how wrong I am about, my prediction, why don't you subscribe? Okay, thanks, bye.